Hi all. So in this video we will discuss about TestNG parameters, right? TestNG parameters allows us to pass values from TestNG XML file, right, directly into our test methods. So this helps us to execute the same test with different configurations such as browser names, URLs, usernames or environment without changing the code, right? So making our tests more flexible and maintainable, right? Okay, now we will go with the example like how to use that parameters in TestNG, right? So I have created a class called param demo, right? In here I have created a method called browser selection, right? So think like I need to pass two parameters like string uh, master browser, then string uh, alternate browser, right? So I have passed two parameters, right? So in here I can put like sout or printf, uh, then I can say like master browser is percentage s, that means you can pass parameter to here, and alternate browser is here this one percentage s, right? So you can pass the parameters like master browser and second parameter as alternate browser, right? uh, then in here in TestNG you need to take that parameters, right? How can you do that? So I can annotate this one with at I can annotate the same method with parameters, right? Through the parameters, that parameter comes from the org.testng annotations, right? In here you can just pass two parameters right now. Yeah, the first parameter is master browser. I just copy and paste it here, and my second parameter is alternate browser, right? Alternate browser. Okay, so where it comes from, right? That comes from the TestNG XML file. So I open my TestNG XML file. What I need to do is I just first comment all the things here, right? Because I don't need to execute all the things, right? So I can create new class tag with I can say com dot nextgen automation dot testng demo dot param demo, right? Okay, so this is my class. Okay, so I just put a self closing tag, no need to put closing tag, right? Okay, so then under the test I can define my parameters like parameter here you can say master browser, and master browser is I can just put a value like Chrome, right? I just get the same copy here, right? And I can say like alternate browser, right? Alternate browser, then alternate browser is Firefox, right? I just put example Firefox, right? Okay, then how can you do that? I can just give a run here. Here param I'm going to param demo. Yeah, it takes the master browser, alternate browser, and then put parameters to that sout, right? I just open my TestNG XML file and right click on that and give a run, right? Yeah, the program is running now. Here you can see the output. That output says master browser is Chrome and alternate browser is Firefox. Now you can see the thing, right? Here you need to I need to mention one thing here in param demo, right? You need to give the same order, right? So in you need to give that TestNG parameter order, that same order to the Java parameterization order, right? In here but the order must be same, but there is no need to match the names, right? So instead of master browser I just put I can just put main browser here, right? Main browser, right? So instead of alternate browser, I can say secondary browser, right? Secondary browser. I just put secondary browser. So I need to change that parameters here as well, right? Just copy and paste it here, right? Now see the output again, right? I'm going to TestNG XML file and then put a run, right? Then run the then I execute it, right? We'll see the output here. It also gives master browser is Chrome and alternate browser is Firefox. There is no matter how you put that parameters, right? Which is matching or not, but you need to give the same order as TestNG parameter, right? The Java parameter order should be the TestNG parameter order. No need to match the words, right? Okay, so then my second then again I need to mention one thing here. I just run this one through the test that Java class, right? Java test class. Okay, I give a run here. So once I run from here, now you can see the error, right? That error says parameter master browser is required by at test annotation method browser selection, but has not been marked optional, right? That means it's expecting kind of parameter from the TestNG XML file, but I do not run through the TestNG XML file. I run through the Java class. So then what you can do is you can make it as optional, right? Parameter optional. So then I will execute this method, right? Here we see the output. Here now it's passed, right? The method is passed, but you can see that master browser is null and alternate browser is null. But once you make it optional, that method will be run without any issues, but it will gives you null results through the parameters. So then what you can do is instead of null results, so you can give a default to optional as a attribute, right? Here this one put just edge browser, right? And the second optional one also give the default as edge browser. uh, then I will execute this method again. Here now you can see the result. That result says edge, right? Edge for both master browser and alternate browser. The thing is, though you run it through the Java file, right? It will take the optional parameter, but in the same thing, if you run through the TestNG XML file, right? I will run this through the TestNG XML file, then it will pass the parameter from the TestNG XML file. Here now you can see the browsers are Chrome and Firefox respectively, right? Hope you can understand the TestNG parameterization.